Hi, everyone. This is Ayana, your transformation health coach. Hello, Instagram. Let's just give Facebook a second to join us as well. And I am super excited about this one. Woohoo! Okay, we're talking about myths about healthy eating. So let's just give Facebook a second to catch up. Okay. We're live on Facebook. Hello, everyone. It is Ayana, your transformation health coach. And happy Joyful Eating Month to you all. Happy Black History Month to you all. I'm so excited about February. And here at Thrive and Be Whole, it's all about loving to eat healthy food. Okay, we are falling back in love with eating healthy food because it's wonderful. So if you have some challenges around eating healthy food, don't worry. This is the month for you to fall back in love. All right. And also, February, in addition to being Black History Month, and it's a lot of people's birthdays that I love and care about. I have so many different family members, 5 different family members whose birthdays are in this month, and as well as, college friends, really good friends who all are born in February. So something was happening 9 months ago, whatever month that is. It was a popular time. But welcome, everyone. I'm so excited that you're here. And today's video, to kick off Joyful Eating Month, we are going to talk about the myths that get in the way of eating healthy. Okay, because if you struggle to eat healthy, your mindset could be the problem. So we're going to talk about that in just a moment. But before we dive into that, I want to say that there are a couple of freebies and things this month that you're going to want to check out. First of all, one thing that's really exciting and going on is group coaching. I'm so excited. Woohoo! So if you know that you struggle or that you need some more support with kind of like you've tried, different diets, you've tried different fads and you've kind of like had it and you really want to do something that's going to work, coaching is all about changing your mindset at the same time as you are changing your habits. So join us. We only have 3 slots left. Message me if you want to know more about that. And we have some freebies and digital downloads that I'm going to mention throughout this video. And once again, just as a reminder, I apologize that I'll be looking at this camera up here for Facebook and also this camera down here for Instagram. Hello, Instagram. So if you see me looking both ways, that's what's going on. And if you don't know what I do, transformation health coaching is all about helping you transform the way that you look at food, at exercise, but most importantly yourself, so that you can live the healthy, amazing lifestyle you want to live and get the results you want. All right. So now let's dive on in with the myths around healthy eating. Oh man, because they are numerous. And we're going to talk about the top 3 things, the top 3 myths that kind of sabotage our healthy eating. Now, have you ever noticed, and because I'm on Zoom, I'm going to share my screen with you guys. If you're on Instagram, you will not see a shared screen. I apologize, but you're welcome to go check this out later on Facebook or on YouTube. Now, I'm going to share my screen with you because how many of us have a hard time getting excited about eating healthy? Okay, I used to think that eating healthy was kind of lame, kind of sucked. It was kind of like a last resort thing that we do because we're in duress. But I just wanted to share that like we as a nation and as a culture, we have a real issue when it comes to like our mindset around eating healthy. And what ends up happening is that we end up sabotaging so much. Where's the here we go. We end up sabotaging so much of our eating habits because of the way that we look at eating healthy. So if you look at some of these memes, I mean, look at this orangutan, right? Orangutan, is it orangutan? Orangutan looking really upset. And the caption says day 2 of eating healthy. Still look the same, absolutely appalled. Okay, and he's got his stomach sticking out. It's really cute. Here's another one of a cat. Actual footage of me trying to enjoy eating healthy, and it's a very sad looking cat eating his lettuce or her lettuce, feeling really upset. And finally, I love that one. Let's see, what about this one here? When all you bought was healthy food and now there's nothing good to eat. A sad dog in the fridge looking for something delicious and only finding healthy food. So I love these types of memes. They're hilarious, but sadly, I think what they reflect is a larger issue and problem in our society, right? We have a big struggle around eating healthy. And a lot of the messaging that we send ourselves can really sabotage what we end up doing in our eating healthy habits. So by engaging in these jokes and not just like, they're funny and they're cute, but if we allow these to go to our head too much, they can really sabotage all of our efforts at progress. So let's look, for example, at the first myth that comes up with healthy eating, and that gets in the way. And I have a whole blog that goes into a lot of detail about this. So if you're on Instagram, you can click the link in my bio. And if you're on Facebook or YouTube, click the link in this description so you can see more. And the first myth that we have around healthy eating is that the food is not satisfying enough. Okay, give me a thumbs up, an emoji, or a comment if you have ever felt that way about healthy eating, where it's just like it's just not satisfying enough. I eat the food and I still feel hungry. I feel hangry. It's just not doing it for me. Yeah, absolutely. But here's the thing about it. Healthy food is actually very satisfying. It is. A lot of times what happens is because we are not educated on what foods are most satisfying and energizing and good for us, that we just kind of go for what we think is healthy without really paying much attention to actually what is satisfying and really feeding us and making us feel full and satisfied and good. So for example, one thing, I actually posted a picture of my kids eating their carrots with hummus. One of the things that I used to do when I was trying to get into healthy eating was I used to eat carrot sticks, right? Carrot sticks are delicious and wonderful, but on their own, they can be a little lame, right? You can also feel kind of hungry as you're eating them, right? Like a lot of times we try to eat vegetable sticks, celery sticks, snap peas, those kind of snackable veggies that we like to get. But what ends up happening is that if we're just eating those by themselves, that alone cannot be satisfying. But all of a sudden you pair it with the hummus, which is healthy and good for you, and that you have uh, the hummus in the right proportions, that you're not overdoing it. You can find that that snack is satisfying and carries you for a while, right? So it's just more about really balancing the plate with certain things, adding like a carby vegetable, like a sweet potato, or adding in and also adding in like those healthy foods that are higher in good for you fats like avocados and nuts. Very satisfying. They round out a meal very nicely, right? A nut butter added onto a piece of bread can be very filling, right? So there's a lot of different ways to get that satisfying, to feel satisfied with a healthy meal. But sometimes we're just not totally sure of what to do. And I'm really excited to announce this is where my freebie comes in. I have a magic plate tool. This is an exclusive tool that I actually give my clients and that you guys get to use for free. So when you click on the link in the description or on Instagram in my bio, you'll be able to download that free tool, and it's called the Magic Plate. And what's cool about it is it's a drawing that shows you exactly how you can set up your plate. So what proportion of your plate should be like leafy greens? What proportion should be carbs? What proportion of your plate should be, like healthy fats, etc. It's amazing, amazing tool. And you can just use it. It's so simple. You can just, have it right next to you when you're getting ready to prepare your meal or your plate, and it'll help you kind of decide what goes in it. And I promise you'll feel more satisfied. All right. Now, the second thing that comes up when we talk about another myth that gets in the way of healthy eating and that can sabotage us is that food is not delicious. Healthy food is not delicious. It is, that we are on our death march when we start to eat healthy, that we have to say goodbye to delicious food. Listen, we eat multiple times a day. Who wants to live a life where we can't have fun with it or we can't enjoy the food? So this is a myth. And just think about it like this, logically speaking. Okay. Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. So if we don't, there are like hundreds or thousands of combinations of food. How likely is it that every single one of those would be disgusting? Okay. It's not, right? So just logically speaking, it doesn't make a lot of sense, right? There's hundreds of ways to combine different foods. I mean, I don't know. I'm not like a chef or a mathematician, but hundreds or thousands of different ways to combine food. And so that means that there is an infinite different way to eat healthy and also make it taste good, from spices to herbs to the way that it's prepared. I mean, there's just so much there. And so it's really exciting with healthy food, just like with all food, because you get to be creative. You get to research, you get to have fun, you get to find things and experiment and give yourself veto power. So if you eat something that, a healthy meal that you tried and it wasn't for you, that's fine. Don't give up on all healthy eating. Move on to the next one, right? The next and the next one. And my clients who have done this, who've like started to be like, let me get excited and have fun with it. I get veto power. I get to have control. They actually find they have fun with the process, that they enjoy searching for and being a detective and finding healthy meals that they're really going to like. And then they find some that they are repeatedly using in their repertoire and new ones that come up all the time. Okay. Also, too, you can, when it comes to eating fun and healthy foods, you can have those other foods that may not be as healthy and may not be as energizing. You can have those foods in moderation. Okay. There is, life is not about never eating cake again or never eating some of those foods that you enjoy. But what's actually really exciting is that the healthier you eat, the less you actually start to crave some of those foods. So you might what's happening to me now is I naturally turn towards healthier foods. Even when I go through a state or the holidays where there's less healthy food or there's, richer foods available, it's still delicious and wonderful. But then I have a period where I'm like, okay, I need my like healthy food as well too, because I want my body to feel good. So there's a lot of fun to be had with healthy food. You can really experiment and have fun, and you get veto power, which is really exciting and fun too. Okay. Also, the third thing is that healthy eating is too expensive. Now, this is one where it really depends on where you are regionally, right? Because different regions have different costs when it comes to expense. But typically speaking, healthy food nowadays is more accessible than it has ever been. So, for example, I'm in the Bay Area where we have a lot of access to healthier foods. If you're in a place where it's a little bit more challenging, you might have to get creative. But here is the cool thing, like generally speaking, when it comes to meal planning, the tip is to spend about $100 per person per month. If you're in a place that's a little bit more expensive, you can up it to about $150 per person per month. So if you have like 4 people in our family, that's, we're in the Bay Area, so it's $150 per person. So that's about $600 a month on groceries. And we've even gotten it down to like 500 or so. In other places, you might be able to get down to 400. You can start out like, just taking baby steps and trying to, it requires a little bit of research, but you can get it down for sure if you know where to go and where to look. There are many stores nowadays that have healthier and healthier foods available for cheaper. So for example, Trader Joe's, great example of that. Grocery Outlet is a great example of that. Costco, even for certain things. Okay. Costco for some people is too tempting, but now I'm really good in Costco. I can go in with my list and come out with exactly what I was looking for. They have, like a box of mixed greens for like $3 or $3 to $4. They have 2-pound bag of baby carrots. I'm not even kidding, for $4 at Costco. So you just need to kind of shop around and see. But when you give yourself permission to experiment, you can find, deals in your area. And if you really are in a place where it's like, it feels like a food desert and you really don't have access, thinking about what foods you can order in, right? So if you can supplement, you might need to have some delivery coming in if you have to do it that way, or going a little bit further, but just trying to experiment and see what's in your area. Most places nowadays have healthier food available at cheaper prices, which is great. The most important thing is about having a list and having a plan, right? Using things that you already have in the house to then also minimize how much you're actually spending outside of the house. So if you have a bunch of like rice, or we have like a bunch of brown rice here that's left over, we don't eat a lot of rice anymore. But if you do, then it's like, okay, what can complement brown rice? And then maybe all I'm going to the store for just veggies and fresh things and a couple of snacks. Okay. So just doing, a little bit of preparedness can go a long way, and it does in our household for sure. Now, excuse me, a lot of people struggle with meal planning. It can feel a little intimidating and overwhelming, but I'm so excited because coming next week, I am offering a digital kit that will help you meal plan. Okay. For $10.99, you're going to be able to get all of my tips and tricks for how to meal plan. I cannot wait. So if this has been a struggle for you and it's been a barrier, definitely you're going to want to take advantage of this. And it's going to be so, so, so awesome. And so finally, so here are, just as a reminder before we wrap up today. So just thinking about, like just kind of maybe going through your own mindset and figuring out what limiting beliefs do you have around eating healthy that are maybe sabotaging you or getting in your way. Because I know for me, I definitely had all of these beliefs and it just stopped me from even trying, right? So, what can you do to overcome the mindset? And then here's some tools to help you with that because it's not easy to do this alone. And I needed help. Here, the tools that you can use are the freebie, the magic plate that can help you really have a balanced, healthy eating so you don't feel hangry or hungry after you eat. Also, number two, you can have the meal planning kit that's coming up next week. That's really going to be awesome. And as I mentioned in the beginning, group coaching is going to be amazing. Okay. We only have 3 slots left for this. This is the most discounted it's ever going to be. So you're going to want to take advantage of that. And even if you're not sure that you want to do group coaching, just set up a call with me. It doesn't hurt to find out more about what sabotages you, what's getting in your way, and making a plan for how you can move forward. All right. So those are the 3 resources this month. How will you eat joyfully this month? All right. Okay, everyone. So with that said, I hope you enjoy your day and your time and your week. And I'm signing off for